Alright guys, what is up? It's your boy PJ, formerly known as PJ Hero, PJ Rogue. Starting a new series on the HWC Wrestling Network called the Inside the Ring Podcast, or as you know, we used to wrestle, Inside the Battlefield Podcast. And here at this time with me, I got none other than the HWC GM, Mike Johnston.
Hello guys, what's up?
And Mike, just want to ask you a couple questions. I'm not going to hold anything back. I just want to get right into the, podcast, because this is our first podcast. We're just going to go right to the questions, if you don't mind. But, so I'm just going to pick this up. Just going to start. What is it like creating HWC? Oh, man, HWC. It was weird, man, because HWC wasn't supposed to be, it wasn't supposed to be what it, ended up being, like a backyard wrestling thing. It was actually supposed to be a parody, a spoof of what backyard wrestling is. We were going to make fun of, stuff like that and just like wrestling. It's supposed to be a spoof of backyard wrestling or just like wrestling in general, stupid storylines, stupid all that. Because, wrestling, you and I personally, we both love it, but it can be pretty stupid at times. So, I wanted to make a parody of it, but it was last summer where we decided, I decided that I actually wanted to do backyard wrestling, and I wanted to, form a company with, about 9 or 10 of the best talents that I could find, and I ended up finding 10 of the best workers I've ever, had to come into terms with in HWC, and it's such a great, we're all a family at the end of the day. We all have our own struggles and stuff. We all get pissed off at each other, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're all a family, dude. And we've all came together to make entertaining shows and stuff for the people. And I hope that the brand continues to grow. But it's kind of weird because we went through like several different name changes. We went through CHW. That's what it was originally called. It was originally called Crackhead Wrestling.
But, a lot of people used to make fun of us, dude.
Yeah. But it was originally called Crackhead Wrestling, and then we changed it because somebody else on YouTube had CHW, so we changed it to HWC, and it was HWC for pretty much the majority of the first season, and then it became HWC as you come to know today. So that's how I created HWC. All right, and so. I have like 5 questions I'm going to ask you.
5? Wow.
Well, that was the first one, obviously. But, all right. So, what was the hardest part about doing HPWC and keeping everything under control? Because, it's like, stuff like that. It's not easy. It doesn't come around like that. You can't just do it with, like, a snap of a finger. So how was it, like, to control everything and make sure everything was, good and came out right? Oh, boy. Oh, man. It was hard, dude. It really was, because... for the most part, everybody did what like they did, but there was times where a lot of people like slacked off, and because a lot of us, get it being that we're still teenagers, we still live with our parents, but most of us had to go inside like pretty early. We would do HPWC after we got out of school, and we do it pretty late in the day, so we didn't really have a lot of time to get matches in. So I would like rush to get matches. I would be like, come on guys, let's go ahead and get this shit going. Let's go ahead and do it, man. Let's get this going. And like, I'm not gonna say everybody slacked, but there was times where I'm not gonna lie, I would kind of slack off too with them because at the same time we are human, we're not just like androids. It just isn't just like whatever. But it was a struggle, dude, because there was times where we legit had to remake matches. Like, we did matches, and then I got pissed off the way it looked, so I was like, no, fuck that, we're gonna remake it, we're gonna redo it right now. So that's that's the reason why we have a lot of lost episodes, and those will be uploaded over the summer. We have a lot of lost episodes from season 1. Season 2, I will give all the guys props. We've actually gotten more stuff uploaded like on time, during season 2 than we did season 1, and it was kind of weird. Season 1, it was kind of weird. We were like still getting into the gist of what we wanted HWC to be and all this and all that. So it was kind of weird, but season 2 definitely took a toll. HPWC like just drastically changed. Went darker, went more deeper. We started doing like more actual like storylines, to kind of play out and build up to certain matches and feuds to just like doing random matches. And that's what I wanted to do in HPWC. Well, that's why I wanted to do HPWC before. Why am I saying HPWC? But that's why I do want to do HPWC before. But there was a lot of lost episodes, and I really wanted to get those videos out there. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, screw it. We'll just upload these, you know. So a lot of season 1 didn't have any story to it. But for the most part, we got everything done, and I'm proud, you know. And at the same time, I love all the seasons. I think all the wrestlers are, you know, they put on, like, they go out there and they put on hella good matches, man. They give it their all, you know, and it really, like, just makes me happy that I have a circle that, you know, he wants to entertain fans as much as I do by starting APWC as a whole. So that's what makes me happy. But I was kind of getting off track right there. Keeping everything under control about APWC. I mean, everything for the most part was under control. You know, we got the matches done, we got everything done. It was just pretty much a time limit. So I didn't want to rush anybody, do anything like that. But we really had videos to upload. So I was like, you know what, fuck this, dude. We really got to get this done. So, you know, but keeping everything under control, for the most part, everything was under control. There's been times where they wanted to wrestle. There's been times I didn't even want to do HWC because I was, like, so tired. And everybody else was like, no, dude, let's wrestle today. So I was like, fine. If you want to fucking wrestle, let's do it. So, you know, it wasn't just about me keeping it under control. The group as a whole also kept it under control, and that's also, you know, something that I'm really, really thankful for, man. I'm really, really happy that HWC, you know, has turned into a really big platform in the way that it has. All right, and Mike, so I want to ask you this question. So this is the third question, by the way. So who's your, like, favorite wrestler on the roster? Like, because there's a lot of good wrestlers on the roster.
Oh,
man.
yeah, totally.
My personal favorite's got to be either Caleb or Daniel or Jason. But who is your personal favorite on the roster? Actually, I wouldn't think about. Okay. So my favorite wrestler on the roster has got to be Jason and Daniel.
The fuck? Not me?
Jason
Okay,
or
I see how
Daniel,
it is.
with everyone, still Jason and Daniel. All you two, but but mainly Jason and Daniel. You know, Jason, you know, I'm not gonna say he's improved. He was always good in the first episodes, in the first seasons, the first episodes of the first seasons. He was always good, but you know, he's definitely my favorite because he, like, I'm not gonna lie, there was times where I gave him, like, some opponent to face and he didn't want to face him because he thought he couldn't work with them, but he brought good matches out of people that I did not think he could bring good matches out of, and I really applaud him for that because, you know, going back to his match with Clyde, formerly known by Michael Valentine back then, him and Clyde put on a hell of a match. It was the most viewed match, I believe, on the Always Entertaining TV channel, where we uploaded HBWC. The first couple seasons we did it. That's our first channel, by the way. HBWC is our second channel. This is a strictly wrestling. Always Entertaining TV is for skits and vlogs and all that. But so what happened was him and Jason put on a hell of a match. Clyde, he's admitted that he doesn't watch a lot of wrestling. So, you know, when he gets into the battlefield, he honestly does not know what the fuck he's doing. Well, it might look like it, but he really doesn't. The only thing that he knows how to do is hit his finisher, which we've always made fun of him for because it's pretty much just a basic drop kick. But you know, but he and Jason put on a hell of an incredible match. Probably better than well, you know, I don't want to say it's better than your match, but my personal opinion, it's probably better than your match against Renee Reigns. Don't get me wrong, both of them were good matches and all, but, you know, just my personal favorite. But you know, so he's brought in good matches out of Clyde, and matches that, you know, I didn't think he'd do too well. So, you know, it was, you know, really good at Jason that he helped teach, you know, Clyde and the Crazy Kid. Because the Crazy Kid, I'm not going to say he's bad, but he still needs growth. And we tell him this all the time, so I'm not knocking on him, but he's not, you know, one of the best in HWC. But he still tries his hardest, I'll give him that. But he's not one of the best in HWC. Part of my reason for it is because he gets mad, like, it pisses me off because he gets mad when we get mad at him, but we get mad at him because he gets mad, like,
he's mad because he's trash.
No, like, okay, so all of us are either getting our nose fucked up, we're bleeding, we're bruised, we're actually hitting each other because this is hardcore. It's HWC, hardcore backyard wrestling. We go out there and we just fuck each other up for entertainment purposes, for the fans, for the people that watch. But the Crazy Kid, I don't think he'll care if I say his full name, but David. He gets mad like because we get mad at him, and he'll take like a simple like chop to the leg and then go down, and he'll be like, "Ah, my leg." And he wants to like stop the complete match. Now, unless it's shit like your nose is bleeding or like you have a full blown injury, which all of us have gotten at one point, and we still never stop the match. He's bitching about a simple kick to the leg. And if you're bitching about that, dude, then I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do if your nose bleeds. Like, it's not that David's not my favorite wrestler. He just still needs a lot to improve on. But I will say this. I'm not just gonna sit here and say he's not improved at all. He's definitely improved a lot since season 1. I think my favorite match I've ever seen the Crazy Kid in was Superfest against Caleb because he was pulling out shit that I never even seen before. But then again, a lot of people were pulling out shit they never even seen before. For Superfest, and it was really damn good. And that's kind of what I have to say about that. But Jason's my favorite wrestler. Dale's my favorite wrestler because Dale's my favorite wrestler. Do you see what he does? The GTS. I love calling the matches. When Daniel's in it because I love saying GTS. I know, man. I get so hyped when I say GTS. So I just love when Daniel's in the ring. He's also he's kind of like the cool. He's kind of like like. I don't know how to explain. He's kind of like that one guy who doesn't really talk a lot, but you shouldn't fuck with him because he's gonna fuck you up, and he's just really damn cool. I will say that he's quiet on the mic, which kind of like it's kind of like come on Daniel, speak a little louder. But other than that, he's still a pretty damn good wrestler, and him and Jason are one of my personal favorites. All right, so now we know who your favorite wrestlers are.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so biggest show that HPWC has ever put on, and it's the first ever season finale, huge event that we've done. It was the first ever, I believe, the first ever like 2-3-parter. Yeah, it was like 3 parts, but it's like the first ever episode that we've broken down into other episodes, and that was Superfest. So tell me what was going through your mind when going through the process of Superfest, because Superfest was not easy. So tell us what happened about that. Oh my God, PJ. So Superfest. While it was my favorite to make, it was the first ever season finale. It was the first ever episode that we broke down the chunks instead of doing one full episode. We did divided it into 3 parts. But it was weird because that Friday, we did it on Friday, I believe, not February 28th, but we did it that last Friday of February, I know that. And so we did the ladder match between PJ and Renee, between you and Renee, and we did the match between Jason and Michael Valentine. And then the ladder match between you and Renee took so long. Like how long was it? I think it was about like 30 minutes. We went for the majority of the day, dude. We got home from school and then we just went from that entire time. And it was nighttime when we got done. And then Renee had to go home, so it was pretty damn long. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it was a long match. Yeah, because Jason and Alex didn't go at it till nighttime. So those matches we did that day. I will say that I liked that ladder match that they had that day better than the one we actually uploaded. But the match between Jason and Clyde was much better the second time we remade it. Because we didn't have any weapons or anything, and we were going to bring out the YouTube Hardcore Championship. And the rule for the YouTube Hardcore title is that it has to be defended with some sort of stipulation. And we didn't have any weapons that day. It was just going to be a regular match. So that's why I do like their match better. That the second time we made it than when we first did it. But that Saturday we did Kaylee Unstoppable versus the Crazy Kid, and that match was it shocked me, dude, because Caleb, the last time I saw him wrestle before Superfest was at King of the Ring in a god awful it was fucking abysmal, but he definitely improved. He's improved a lot too, ever since Superfest, and that's why I decided to pull the trigger and make him HPWC World Champion. It was, he's definitely improved a lot, and he's also one of my favorites because, think about Alexander the Great. I'm not knocking on him. Doing the camera thing is more of his thing anyway, but the thing about Caleb was that he continued to make himself better, before he was straight trash. This time he's probably one of my favorites on the roster personally, and it was a pretty damn good match, man. And I was kind of worried. I thought it was just gonna be like some sort of match, like some sort of filler match, like to open the show, because the Crazy Kid was in it. But and that's where he actually improved too. I feel like because it was the season finale, I guess, and they thought that we weren't gonna do season 2. That we were just like, oh man, fuck, it's make it or break it. So they just went and they busted their asses, and I'm extremely proud of them. Alexander the Great and Elijah Orton. That match was, yeah, it was kind of weird because. Alexander the Great did not want to be in a long match, so I was like, what the fuck? So I was just like, dude. So I just said, you know what, fuck it. Elijah Orton squashed this dude, and that's going to be it. So that's what happened with that. That's why that match was so quick. And Alexander the Great ended up sliding off the mattress, and it was just, it was abysmal, dude. That part, I did like that RKO, and that's in the intro for season 2, but other than that, that match was, it was shit. It was shit. And finally, Mike, to close out the Inside the Ring podcast, if you guys like this podcast, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, HWC Wrestling Network. I might upload this to the Always Entertaining TV channel too. Depends. But if you guys really, really like this, because, I'm over here talking with Mike, and we're enjoying just talking about, like, just getting behind the scenes about HWC. If you guys enjoy this, then leave a like and comment down, subscribe. Not comment down, subscribe. Leave a like and comment, because we do this all for you guys. But also because, I also just want to, like, get in behind the scenes since I'm no longer in HWC. So, like, talk, behind the scenes with, all the actual, like, get all the inside scoop about people. So, if you guys really like this podcast, just do that. And if you do, there will be more. Probably next week or the next time I do this podcast, I'll try to get either Caleb the Unstoppable or the world champion Caleb the Unstoppable or Jason or Daniel, somebody like that. It will be someone new. But thank you for talking to me, Mike, about this podcast. It's been really, really great having you. So for the final question I want to ask you is, since HWC is pretty much, well, it's not over, but it's pretty much over, for right now. We're going on hiatus for a bit. It's summertime, everybody's a lot of stuff going on, but so what are you planning on doing, since actually season 2 is your last time taking control of the HWC? Will be under new management, so what is your what is your plans for the future of this? Well, PJ, it's been really great getting to know you and seeing you go out there and do what you do to entertain the fans. You've practically killed yourself to go out there and give these guys a hell of a show, and I'm really, really thankful for that. Really, really thankful for Jason, Daniel, the Crazy Kid, Clyde, Renee Reigns, Caleb the Unstoppable, Elijah Orton, Alexander the Great. Thankful for everybody who has... Oh, also Alex Sister Dina, who recorded Reckless Intentions, because we were all in the match and we couldn't record it. So, and, and those 2 little kids who recorded for us too. They were pretty damn good. But, as far as what I'm going to do for HWC going into the future... well, not for HWC. As far as what I'm going to do going to the future, I really don't know. I'm probably going to still be running the channel. Well, not running the channel. I'll probably still... Actually, I don't know. Because I know you're going to be doing this podcast. And you're someone who... The new manager is going to be taking over HWC. And I don't really think I'll be doing anything. So I'll be moving on. Trying to get... hopefully a job, and get a car, and start doing, more adult things, but it's been a hell of a ride, man, and I love HWC. It's nothing like it, dude. There's other backyard wrestling companies out there, but I don't think none of them really hold a candle. No, I'm just kidding. But some of them really are, like, really, really good. And I really would love to see that match that you and Twitch, you are just, like, cutting promos on Twitch about. making video packages to Twitch about. Hopefully he responds, and hopefully you two do have this match, because I really want to see it. Twitch is a great fucking wrestler, and you are one of the best I've ever seen in HBWC, so I really want to see this match. But as far as HBWC is concerned, as far as the future and what I have going on, what we're planning on doing now that it's over, it's not really over. We're just going on hiatus, but for me, it's over. So, sadly. But it's been a ride, dude. It has, and I thank everybody who supported the channel. Those 43 or something subscribers on this channel, and hopefully it grows. And those 110 subscribers that watch the first couple seasons and some of the second seasons on the Always Entertaining TV channel. You guys are a great fan base. I couldn't have asked for a better fan base, and it's funny because I didn't think that HWC would take off the way it did. I know that a lot of like our subscribers on the Always Entertaining TV channel, this is where it all started pretty much. I used to do skits and vlogs for the Always Entertaining TV channel, and I know a lot of people did not like. They loved those, and those get a lot of views. Those were where my the first 100 subscribers came in from. So I went on hiatus for like 5 or 6 months, and I came back with HBWC. And that did huge numbers. So I was like, oh, fuck, okay. If they need these guys like this, then I'll just do more. And everybody loves it. Our friends are talking about it at school. Everybody's, sharing it, liking it. So it became a part of me. And I really, really loved it because I knew that I loved wrestling. And I love that everybody else loves watching us wrestle. So... not watching us wrestle, but watching you guys wrestle, and I guess us too, because I didn't really get in the way of things, but I filmed it, and I, set up everything for you guys, but, it's been a great ride, and I'm glad. It was because of the subscribers on the Always Entertaining TV channel that this took off. I'll tell you guys that right now. If we had not gotten those 100 or 200 views on Reckless Intentions that we got on Always Entertaining TV, this channel would have never existed. True shit. But I really am thankful for those people, and yeah. Thanks for having me on your podcast, PJ. No, thank you, Mike, for giving me the chance to hone my craft and show how much I love wrestling, because I love wrestling. I love entertaining the fans. I love going out there, flipping, diving, practically killing myself to entertain the people that love wrestling. And thank you for giving me this chance, man. I really am, please. I really am thankful for that. And it's because of your creative vision that I've been able to be creative for myself. And I just thank you so much, man. And thank you for being on this podcast. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you do like more of these Inside the Ring podcast, which is ironic because, like I said, we don't have, like Mike said, we don't have a ring. We have a battlefield. But it depends. Sometimes we get matches and we wrestle on those. But, so thank you guys that's all I really gotta say. Thank you guys for watching this, listening to this podcast. Listen to it while you're going to sleep. Just play it when you're doing chores or some shit. And if you guys like this, I will do more. Next week, I probably will have the HPWC World Champion. And if not him, then Jason. If not him, then Renee. It will be somebody. Thank you guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.